Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bolt Racing League J&B Modified Touring Series. Here we're kicking things off with some practice. Pacey Wygant currently on top of the board, Parker Clardy second, Rance Llewellyn third, which is all these drivers getting some laps in and getting ready for tonight's events. To go through our race format for the night, we always start off with an open 30-minute practice. First 10 minutes are closed just so that we don't burn up the track too quick. Then we'll roll into a 20-minute open qualifying session. Drivers will be called to the track in a qualifying order. That order for tonight will be Parker Clardy going out first, Greg Pillar second, John Matthews third, DJ Trout fourth, Rodney Ayers fifth, Jimmy Mensch sixth, Byron Jones 7th, Casey Ellis 8th, Brennan Stott 9th, Tristan Bear 10th, Pacey Wygant 11th, and Rance Llewellyn 12th. All other drivers will be going to the end of the qualifying order as they didn't punch in their number in time for the number request. After that, we'll roll into heat racing. We'll have, looking at car count now, we'll have two 8-lap heats that'll determine the starting order for tonight's feature. We'll also be having a redraw for the top 6 starters for tonight's feature, which will be thrown into a spin the wheel site where they will redraw for their starting positions. All random, all just to mix it up a little bit, and in the name of entertainment, keep it fun. And that'll set the grid for our 30-lap main event tonight. Proof I'm bad with cameras. Again, all this is first race. We're just going to be a little rusty figuring stuff out as we go. It's all in the name of good fun. Here we're taking a look at Parker Clardy making his laps in practice. Just under 6.5 minutes now, left in this session. Rance Llewellyn making his first start back in a couple seasons. Back when we were the late models. I think it was season 1 was his last start in the series. Tristan Bear in the 5. Little throwback rap to his father running that exact scheme back probably 10, 12 years ago or so. Casey Ellis in his, as he would say, his usual, the Ghost Energy car, number 35. Take a little ride on board around the Limaland Motorsports Park here with Parker Clardy. As you can see, there's a little bit of a slick line developing in the middle, especially on entry. Track's going to be fairly bottom dominant here for the first little bit, just until the track starts burning up and we start building a cushion along the top line. You can see Tristan Bear up ahead there trying to run the top line and get it burnt in a little bit as well. Limaland's progressively banked as it seems. The infield is determined by those infield tractor tires there. Go below, you get a cut, and you'll also probably be missing a tire after that because it's pretty harsh on the cars. See these drivers starting to work their way up and figure out the track a little bit, burn it in a little bit. Maybe try to see where they're getting the better times now that the track is burnt up a little bit. we see Ryan Bunch on track, who I'm pretty sure we messed up his number, and he was supposed to be 96, but we will call him the 69 for tonight, as that's what he is in the session. Apologies there. Jimmy Mensch on track with the 294 modified. Sharp looking ride there. He's also trying to figure out these cars, figure out the track a little bit. We have 3.5 minutes now until qualifying. There's a sharp-looking ride for Pacey Wyden in the K&S Sim Productions car. Got a little group session here as Pacey Wyden's trying to make his way through. I think he came out a little bit later than these guys, so he might be on a little bit fresher tire. Three wide action there in practice. Pacey shuts the door, gets around him, and he's gonna probably run away with this right here. Pacey Wyden trying the top line, but you can see it's not quite working yet. We're going to need to get a couple more laps around the bottom and middle of the track before that top line really starts to shine. Probably be about heat 2 time. A little contact there. Oh, and Tristan almost going over. Alright, now as we roll into qualifying, we'll be doing an open qualifying session. However, the drivers will be called one by one out on the track to set their timed laps. There'll be 2 laps in qualifying, and they'll be told to bring it back in, and the next driver will be sent out. We may end up struggling to keep up a little bit, as we do have 2 different splits here, with drivers being separated. We'll get it all sorted out after that. We might miss a couple guys here for their runs, but after that, we'll have everybody on track at the same time for the heats. And as a reminder, first on the track here is Parker Clardy for his 2 laps. Red Bull Mobile 1 machine, looking pretty sharp. After that, we have Greg Pillard, John Matthews, DJ Trout, and then Rodney Ayers. And we'll get into the rest of the order as we get there. And I don't believe DJ Trout is in the session for this race. I think he was talking about having some computer issues earlier. He may not make this race. As you can see on our ticker there, we'll have fastest laps on the board when they set them. All right, Parker rolling out for his fast 2 laps in qualifying. Green flag's out. This is the start of his first lap. Gonna choose the bottom here. Been nice and smooth, just focusing on getting a lap here. White flag in the air. 13.176 is the time on the first lap. And checkered flag here. See if he improves. He does not. 13.176 is the time. Now's the part where it might get a little complicated. We may not be able to see Greg Pillar's time. Okay, I'm going to do this the backwards way. Okay. Sorry, this is going to get messy. Just want to make sure we don't miss anybody. All right, Greg Pillar on track. Green is in the air. Oh, that was actually the white. First lap, 13.229. Let's see if he improves here. He does. 13.125 is the time. He moved to the top of the board. Now, I believe Matthews is also in this one. All right, he'll roll out for his 2 timed laps. Let's look real quick just to make sure who's in this one. Okay, Rodney is the only other driver in this one. Green flag is out for John Matthews in his first timed lap. Oh, gets a little sideways. White flag in the air. 13.366 is the time on his first lap. Oh, overcooks it a little bit again. Let's see if he improves. He does not. 13.366 will be the time. I think he went for 1 extra, but I don't think he improved on it, which is good. Next will be Rodney Ayers. Green is out for his first timed lap. Casey's already calling P last, as we can see in the chat. White flag is out for Rodney Ayers. 13.647 is his first lap. Oh, he loses the handle a little bit. That was a backup. Not a bad save there. 13.647 will be his timed lap. First lap. Quickest of them both. All right, Jimmy Mensch rolling out for his 2 laps. Green is out. Green is out. Looked pretty smooth there. Might have missed the bottom a little bit in 3. That shouldn't hurt him too much. 13.202 is the time on his first lap. That'll put him P3 on the board as it stands. And he does improve on the second lap, up to second with a 13.169. Next rolling out will be Casey Ellis in the 35, who has already called PU last. Green is out, green is out. Ooh, little sideways there. First lap is a 13.603. P5 on the board. Over rotates a little bit in 3 there. That'll hurt him on that lap. I think 13.603 will be his quicker of the two. And indeed it is. P5 as it stands currently. Now Tristan Baer rolling out for his 2 timed laps. Oh, a little bit of latency. White flag is out. Let's see the time. 13.163. That puts him second on the board. Let's see if he improves here. 13.043, top of the board. Provisional pole for Heat 1 there for Tristan Baer in the 5. Pacey Wygant rolling out for his 2 timed laps. Green is out. Gets the wall a little bit there. That'll cost him on this lap. White flag is out. Indeed, that lap did not count. Wraps the bottom pretty well here. Let's see what he gets. 13.298. That'll put him up to P5. Rance Llewellyn rolling out for his 2 timed laps in the 33 car here. Green is out. White flag here. Let's see what the time is on the first lap. 13.202. P5 on the board. Drives it in hard into 3. Let's see what he gets out of this lap here. 13.101. That is tentatively pole in Heat 2. And all that is left is Ryan Bunch in the 69. Green, green, green. For his first of 2 timed laps. There's a pretty smooth line through the bottom there. Drifts up a little off of 4. 13.425 is the time. That puts him P8 currently. Let's see if he improves on his second lap. It's the bottom a little better there. Pretty good. Let's see what the time is. It is not an improvement. 13.425 will be the final time. That'll conclude our qualifying session. Tristan Baer will be pole of Heat 1. Rance Llewellyn will be pole of Heat 2. Greg Pillar, second Heat 1. Jimmy Mensch, outside front row of Heat 2. Parker Clardy, inside row 3, Heat 1. Pacey Wygant, inside row 3. Wow, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop trying there. Words are hard. We'll call lineups as they roll out on the track. All right, your lineup here. I'm trying. Tristan Baer, pole of Heat 1 here. Greg Pillar to the outside. Parker Clardy inside row 2. John Matthews to the outside. And rounding up the rear is the 35 of Casey Ellis. Remember, top 3 starters here make the redraw, so it's very important to try to get into that redraw position. Track starting to progress a little bit. That bottom's getting a little bit burnt up. This should also help pack down the track. We're going to see how it develops here in this heat. See who prevails. Pace truck pulls in. Remember, our starts are on green initially. Green is out, and away we go. Tristan Baer taking the early jump to the inside, sliding up to the top. Parker Clardy gets up to second through the bottom. Little bit of oversteer there for Greg Pillar in the back. Casey Ellis, little bit of a slider there on John Matthews. Nothing too egregious, I think. Tristan Baer running the bottom pretty well. Parker Clardy trying to get the top one for him. Minnesotan accent coming out. He's starting to get it rolling pretty well there up on top. He's starting to make up some time on Tristan. My timer's working as a timer and not a lap counter. That kind of sucks. We'll have to take a break under our warm-up session to fix that. Tristan Baer leading the way still, though. Parker Clardy second. Starting to get a little momentum working for him on the bottom again. Greg Pillar running a solid third. John Matthews fourth. Casey Ellis in fifth. Parker went back up to the top there. Gave up a little momentum initially, but once he gets it rolling, I think it'll start working a little bit better for him. I believe that was 3 to go. Parker with a look to the inside. Oh, they make a little contact. No caution. White flag in the air. The 2 out front keep going. Parker with the lead. And Parker Clardy will steal that one. Tristan Baer second. Greg Pillar third. John Matthews fourth. And Casey Ellis rounding out your top 5. We'll grab Parker for a quick interview while this one gets to grid. Hey, Parker, this is Bobby up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, how was that heat for you? Seen you trying to get the top rolling. Did you think it was going to work for you? And how did you think about getting by Tristan there?
It seemed to be working good. I was running the middle to the top, and I was getting a lot better run down the straightaways. And I was doing good. I was racing good with him, and then I was coming into 3 right there, and I came just a little too hot and got off into him. And I feel terrible about it. I hope there's no bad blood against it. But, hey, it was a good race, man. He held me up good on the bottom.
Alrighty. Thank you for your time, and good luck in tonight's feature.
Thank you very much.
That was Parker Clardy, your Heat 1 winner. This heat getting ready to go green. Rance Llewellyn on the pole. Jimmy Mensch second. Pacey Wygen inside row 2. Ryan Bunch outside row 2. And Rodney Ayers bringing up the tail of the field. Remember, starts are on green. Green is out. Rance Llewellyn with the early jump. He'll try to get clear to the top. Pacey Wygen diamonding back down and getting to the bottom of Rance Llewellyn there for the lead. Not going to make it happen this time by. Rance Llewellyn leads lap 1. Jimmy Mensch drops a couple spots back. And we're trying to get up to third and stay in third to keep that redraw position. That's the main goal here. Rance Llewellyn showing the way as we progress into this one. Pace truck. Pacey Wyden still running second. You can see the track is starting to develop pretty well. Top line starting to work its way up there. Throwing those marbles up and starting to get a cushion developed. And as we run through the warm-up session, they'll be able to get the track burnt in a little bit more. Ryan Bunch running fourth here. Remember, all these guys, the likelihood of them making a UMP mod start previously is pretty low. Some of them might have ran official before. I know a couple have, but definitely some guys are just starting to figure this car out. Jimmy Mensch starting to close a little bit on Pacey Wyden for second. But Rance Llewellyn running away with this one as we have the white flag in the air. 1 lap to go. And Rance Llewellyn will pick up the heat win in heat number 2. Pacey Wyden second. Jimmy Mensch third. Ryan Bunch fourth. And Rodney Ayers fifth. So your redraw order, or not redraw order, but the redraw drivers will be Rance, Pacey, Jimmy, Tristan, Parker, and Greg. We'll take a short break here as the warm-up session is underway, and we will come back right before the feature begins. right, we are back here live at Limaland Motorsports Park with the J&B Late Model Tour, only on Capital Racing Network. Redraw results are in, and Rance Llewellyn will be on the pole, with Tristan Baird, who is outside. Greg Biller will be starting inside of row number 2. Parker Clardy will be starting outside of him. Inside of row number 3 will be Jimmy Mensch, and to his outside will be Pacey Wygen. As a reminder, those drivers will make their way to their starting positions as we get the formation laps going. Words are hard. All right, we'll grab Rance Llewellyn, your Heat 2 winner, up here for a quick interview. Hey Rance, it's Bobby up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, man?
So you won Heat 2. How did you go through that? How did you have any plans going into it that led you to picking up that Heat number 2 win?
Really, I just went in there trying to stay consistent, keep the wheels straight as possible, not blow the tires off, and just get some data for the future. Kind of see where the track's gonna go. Looks like it's gonna move up towards the top a little bit, and probably get up around the rim later on in the feature. It's gonna be a tough one for sure.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And you'll be starting on the pole for the feature. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was Rance Llewellyn, your Heat 2 winner and pole sitter. Warm up just about to wrap up here in a little bit. We got some drivers out here making their laps, getting used to the car again, getting used to the track as it develops here tonight. Wrong camera. Oh, I have lost my camera menu. I need to get my stuff together a little bit for that, but that's alright. We're here now. Jimmy Mensch making his laps. Rance Llewellyn has the fastest laps on the board as it sits. Rodney Ayers out here making some laps as well. Track's starting to slick off a little bit on the bottom. Dirt's starting to get moved up to the top. And as Rance said, it'll probably be a pretty good show with the rim riding right around the top as we get going in the future. Rodney Ayers gets up and over. Holy. Hopefully he got a backup car. Oh my god. After the incident in turn 1, we have lost Rodney Ayers. Parker Clardy out here making this. I can't be serious after that. Parker Clardy out here making his laps for warm-up. That track is definitely getting really slick on entry. It's going to be something these drivers are going to have to work around as the track progresses more. And especially on entry, it's going to be a lot of game of throttle control. Getting the car rotated, but not over-rotated for entry. Oh, we got the big one here in turn 1 and 2. Sorry, I got lost again. Oh, that's a cool camera. Look at that. We can see the track. It's starting to take shape here on the top side of, I believe, 3 and 4. Whoa, Rance gets in really hot there. You see, every time a car goes over it, that track gets pushed up. The dirt on the track gets pushed up a little bit more. All right, warm-up session wrapping up here at Limaland Motorsports Park. Only thing left to go, feature event. 30 laps on board here, or on deck. Words. And as a reminder, as we get underway, these drivers will be making their way to their starting positions under the first formation lap here. And it'll be Rance Llewellyn with the pole, Tristan Barrett to his outside, Greg Pillar third, Jimmy Mensch fourth, or no, not Jimmy Mensch fourth, Parker Clardy fourth, Jimmy Mensch fifth, and Pacey Wyden in sixth. And everybody else will be starting as they are scheduled. John Matthews in 7th, Ryan Bunch in 8th, Casey Ellis in 9th, and Rodney Ayers in 10th. You can see Rance in his starting position already. Driver's getting ready to roll here. Caution lights will be off on the pace car this time by. Pace truck pulls off. That leaves it to the leaders. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? It's mod time here at Limaland Motorsports Park. Green flag is out. Rance Llewellyn out to the early jump. Tristan Bear in second. A little bit of shuffling in the back, but we stay green. Greg Pillar running that bottom pretty well. Looking for the inside. Shuffles back a little bit. Parker Clardy up to third. Jimmy Mensch fourth. Rance Llewellyn still out to the lead. A little more shuffling in the back as guys figure out their pecking order here. Mostly single file here through the top 5. A lot of guys really getting that bottom rolling well. Tristan Barry into the wall. That'll jumble him up a little bit. Parker trying to get underneath them. Doesn't quite do it. That still upsets the momentum there for the 5 car. Not quite able to get there in 22. Rance Llewellyn out to the lead, but not by a strong margin here. Tristan Bear and Parker Clardy keeping good touch with him. Look back through the field a little bit here. Greg Pillar running 6th. That's a pretty strong position for him. Really getting that bottom working pretty well for him. Which may happen as this track starts to develop a little bit. These guys will start searching around a little bit more for grip as the top maybe starts to fade away. Oh, and we got a spinner here. And we got one over. That'll be a caution. Rodney Ayers going over for real this time with a wild ride. Greg Pillar trying to assist to tip him back over. And he does so. Rodney Ayers back on all 4 wheels. Let's see if we can take a look back at that incident. So Greg gets the wall a little bit. Just gets the nose stuck in the wall. And then Rodney just uses his car as a ramp. That is wild. Back live here. 23 laps to go in this main event. Rance Llewellyn still with the lead. He'll have lane choice here on this restart. In the second place, Tristan Bear will be going opposite, and everybody else will double up behind. All right, caution lights are out on the pace car. We're going green this time by, I believe. Indeed. Alrighty. This one is on leader. Green is out. 33 gets out to a pretty good jump early. Got a little shuffling back here. Little scuffle. Jimmy Mensch getting in the wall a little bit. Not too bad. Things are getting feisty up here, though. Ooh, little touch there from Parker. Little tap saying, hey, get going. One in the wall, that is Rodney Ayers back here. And I have no idea why Pacey Wygen's back here. Unless he's just trying to save tire and hoping for yellow, and he does get one. Wow. Greg Pillar again. I wonder if it's the same thing again, where he just got a little too close to the wall and... Only a couple of these guys are having some issues as the ticker works itself out. There we go. Okay. Drag gets a little squirrely. Oh, and Casey just had nowhere to go there. Nothing too bad. We do have damage off for this series just to keep it a little bit more entry level friendly. Wow, entry level friendly. There we go. Back alive here. 19 laps now. 18 laps to go. I must have fucked something up. Oh, fricked. Rance Llewellyn choosing at the bottom again. Going green this time by. Green is out. Again, 33 out to an early advantage here on this restart. Oh, wrong button. Oh, Jimmy Mensch getting the wall a little bit there. A couple of these guys having to avoid. Stay green. These guys keep it sorted out. Rance Llewellyn maintains this lead. Parker hot on his heels. Pacey really getting that bottom working for him. He's up to third from the back. Halfway there. 15 down, 15 to go. As Rance Llewellyn leads Parker Clardy, Pacey Wygen, Ryan Bunch, and Greg Pillar. Tristan Bear fell back to 6th. We get a caution. We'll have to look back and see what happened to him. John Matthews 7th, Jimmy Mensch 8th, Rodney Ayers 9th, I believe Casey Ellis in 10th. Rance Llewellyn, though, still out to the lead. Parker Clardy hot on his heels, though. Both these guys get the wall there. Take a look back further in the field. We have 3 wide action back here. Holy. Greg Miller making the strong move up to here to 4th. With John Matthews, Ryan Bunch, and Tristan Bear hot on his heels. They're almost 3 wide again. Tristan Bear, strong move up to 5th. We'll keep tabs on that front group as we watch this as well. Oh, Rodney just about going around. Again, this track is really slick. It's like a skating rink when you get in that shiny portion there. All these guys are really trying to run above or below that as this race progresses. Pacey Wygen, though, closing up on Parker Clardy for 2nd. Parker having a little bit of a hard time keeping it on the top there. A little overboard. Rance Llewellyn starting to check out on this one a little bit. 6 to go that last time by, coming to 5 to go. Casey Ellis called it a night a couple laps ago. 5 to go there. Rance Llewellyn out to a strong lead here. Basie Wygant has closed in on Parker Clardy, though. He throws it in for a slider. He clears. Parker Clardy, crossover move. He'll throw it in there on the bottom. Clears. Coming to 3 to go here. Basie Wygant, crossover again. God, these guys are just going at it. Oh, Basie gives him the switch back there. Ducks under him. Doesn't clear. Side by side here. 2 to go. But Rance Llewellyn is loving this. He is running away. Basie again tries to go for that switchback move to get under him. White flag in the air. The touch. Hard racing here. Basie almost clears him. And at the line. Oh, that was close. Parker got him. No, Basie got Parker for second. Wait, I don't even know. That wasn't it. Sorry. My ticker is 1 lap off. Parker does get him, though. And they are dead. Okay, officially at the finish. Rance Llewellyn, your race leader. Parker Clardy in second. And Basie Wygant rounding out your podium. And he'll cook him down here. First time back in a couple seasons, and immediately back on top. Great racing here all night. And these guys put on a pretty good show. We'll be pulling in Rance Llewellyn, your race winner here, for an interview. Hey, this is Bobby up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Couple seasons ago, you came in for 2 races and won them both. And now you're back here again in Victory Lane. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good. Took a long break. It feels pretty good to know that I still got it.
Did you happen to see when Parker and Basie Wygant were fighting there with a couple laps to go? And if so, what were you thinking there?
Yeah, I think at the five to go, I looked back and I seen them both throwing slide jobs on each other, and I kind of figured as long as I don't get in the wall or make a mistake, I kind of got it in the bag as long as I don't screw up with them 2 racing each other, slowing each other down.
Alrighty, and anybody you want to thank for tonight's win?
Want to thank you guys for putting on the league, you for broadcasting, and I thank myself getting myself here.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yes, sir.
And that was Rance Llewellyn, tonight's race winner. We'll pull up here. Or try to pull up. I don't know. Okay. We'll try to pull up here Parker Clardy, who got second in tonight's feature. Hey, Parker, this is Bobby in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, what were you thinking there? Running second, Basie starts tracking you down, and all of a sudden you guys are fighting. What were you thinking with that?
Well, that's just Pacey doing Pacey things. That's, not a surprise there. What the surprise was is how I was able to actually keep it up with him. those sliders for those 5 laps, man, I was just laughing the whole time. That was amazing racing, clean by both of us. Only had a few contacts here and there, but other than that, that was great. I was trying to catch up to Rance, but that man's quick. He is super quick.
Yeah, he's now 3 for 3. Anybody you would like to thank for tonight's second place?
Well, I'd like to thank all of you and you as well, Bobby, for broadcasting all of this. I'd like to throw a shout out to my buddy Ryan, my real life friend. Running in here, doing pretty well on the Logitech, getting a P5.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, now we'll try pulling up Pacey Wygant for finishing third in tonight's feature. Hey, Pacey, this is Bobby in the booth. You got a copy?
No, I don't got a copy.
No?
No,
Oh,
no. Yeah, what's up? What's up, buddy?
Alright. What were you thinking there, running in the back? Were you just saving tires that whole time, or?
Running in the back? I don't know what you're talking about. I was definitely not trying to. No, at first, my dumb old brain forgot to set a clear all button, so I had to individually select everybody's to clear their black flags at the start because of how we do the redraw stuff. Not fun. Don't recommend driving a dirt car and doing that. It's not worth it. So that put me in the back, and then the restart happened, and Jimmy just I'm not sure. He's not used to driving these cars, and he even said over a radio that it was just he didn't mean to. He forgot how soon the cars could go off turn 4, so kind of got checked up by that, and then he ended up hitting the wall, and it spun me down. So I was like, man, can I not catch a break? And then I had to drive through the field. So I feel like maybe if we had one more caution there late in the race, I could have gotten a chance at Rance. But you know what? It was a hell of a drive.
What were you thinking when you got there with 5 to go, got to Parker, and then all of a sudden you guys are throwing the haymakers? What was that like?
I mean, I can't. I don't know. Just that we're battling. I was kind of hoping I was just gonna be able to get around him pretty quick, clear him, and then go maybe fight Rance, but never got the chance to. I don't know. I've got a lot of learning to do with these cars, so yeah, it was just a fun battle. It's really good start to the season for us.
Yeah, and anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's third place?
Yeah, gotta thank you for broadcasting. That's kind of new and weird, but gotta shout out KNSM Productions for sponsoring me. Blink Designs, that's a great company. You should probably go check them out if you want a quick scheme. Gotta shout out Bullet Racing League, Rodney, PBR, just everybody who's behind us, and thank you, Tristan, for filling in tonight for admin status.
Alrighty, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, and that'll do it for us here at Capital Racing Network. Good race tonight. We'll be looking forward next week. On deck, we have another 30-lapper at the dirt track at Bristol Motor Speedway. Only found here on Capital Racing Network. That'll do it from us here tonight. Hope to see you guys next time.